What's up guys? Are you looking for a full glass windshield with a wiper as well as a vent? Well, SuperATV's got you covered, and today we're gonna show you how to get one installed on this Polaris RZR 900. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is go ahead and remove all the contents of your packaging. So we have our bulb seals, our wiper, clamps, foam seal, and obviously our windshield laid out. So once you have all this laid out, you wanna take your windshield, lay it up on your machine, make sure that's gonna fit good. We already checked that. So we're gonna go ahead and get both of our bulb seals out of the packaging, and you're gonna notice you have two different kinds of seals. You have a straight, which is this one right here, and then you have a 90, which is this one right here. We're gonna take our straight bulb seal, and we're gonna apply it to the lower portion of the windshield, which is the side that has the vents, as well as all the contours to fit your hood. And we're gonna run this seal all the way across the portion of our lower windshield. Gonna run our bulb seal all the way out to this edge here. Then we'll just go ahead and cut off our excess. I'm just gonna go back through, make sure that we get it fully seated all the way across. Ours is good to go, so we're gonna grab our foam seal. We're gonna start right here and run it all the way along the edge of the windshield frame down to right here, and then we can just pull on it. It'll tear right off just like that. We'll do the same exact thing over here on this side. Then while we're right here, we can go ahead and talk about our vent. So our vent is going to go on just like this, so that when you rotate it one way, it blocks the holes. So we're gonna go ahead and set this in the closed position for right now. We'll go ahead and get our thumb screws, screw them down, tighten them up, and we're gonna pull the windshield back just a little bit here. Go ahead and grab two of our clamps. Go ahead and remove the nut off the clamp, remove the hardware out of the clamp, and then pull your grommet out. And inside the grommet, you're gonna have a little sleeve. I just like to take my screw, push on it so I can get it out, feed it right into this hole, reinstall the sleeve. And then while we're here, I'm gonna take my hardware, slide it in from the outside, coming in, take my clamp, flatten it out, just like this, lay it on the screw, start my nut, and then we're just gonna leave that hanging. That's just gonna make it so much easier if you're installing this by yourself. If you have somebody to help you, you don't have to do that, but I still recommend to do it. It just makes it faster. Rather than trying to unclamp these and bend them around while they're on the machine, it's so easy just to have them all the way stretched out. That way you can just wrap it right around the cage, fasten it down. So we're gonna do this same step for this other hole here down on the bottom. Slide through. Like that. Put our nut on. The bottom portion of our windshield's ready to go. We're gonna flip this thing around, get our bulb seal installed on the top. So obviously you only have one other bulb seal left in your kit. You'll just want to install it so that the seal is facing in. That way it makes contact with the cage. We'll start right here on the edge, right on the corner of our foam seal. Let's go through, make sure that you get this seal fully seated all the way across the board. And once we have it ran up to this point right here, we'll just go ahead and cut off our excess, just like that. Go ahead and pull it over. And then while we're here, we'll go ahead and install our two clamps, just like we did on the bottom side of the windshield. Nothing changes. So it should look just like this right here so far. Now, one last thing we need to do before we get our windshield installed is get our wiper installed. So you're gonna have your wiper handle here. You'll have a 10mm nut. You'll just wanna go ahead and remove that and remove this piece. Go ahead and take one of the nuts off, remove your washers, remove everything but one washer. And you'll slide one of your rubber washers on. Come over here in the windshield, just slide it up. Put your rubber washer down, then your flat washer. Take your nut, start it back through. And we're just gonna wanna snug these up. It's two 17mm wrenches. So right there, we got them good and snug. So now we'll grab our wiper arm here, and there'll be a little plastic cover. You'll just wanna peel it out of there. It's nice and easy to do. Then you'll grab a hold of your spring here, flip it just like this. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna slide our handle straight through. I'll flip it up here so you guys can see what we're doing. And we'll take our arm, our wiper arm, get it on the splines, get her lined up good. Just like that. We'll just go ahead and take our nut. Thread it on. Take your wiper, and then as you can hear it, it's snapped into place. We can go ahead and remove our cover for our blade. Go ahead and let it lay down like that. And take our windshield, lay it just like this. We'll grab a 10mm wrench. We'll hold on to our lever. We'll just go ahead and snug this down. And we'll take our cover that we previously removed, go ahead and reinstall it. So now our windshield is ready to be installed to our machine. So now we're gonna take it, make sure you pull your clamps to the outside. So it should be like this. This clamp needs to go outside here, like that. Flip this one to the outside. Slide it up as far as you can get it. You'll take your nut off of one of your screws here, wrap the clamp around, line it up on the screw. Just go ahead and get your nut started. We're just starting all of it right now. We're not fully tightening anything. I'll just take this one, wrap it around as well, same as before. We'll just repeat the same steps over here on this side. Just take your nuts off. Wrap your clamp around. So once we have all of our clamps started, what I like to do is just kind of make sure the windshield's all the way up as high as it can go. It's making a good seal on the hood as well as up here on the corner where it goes up to the visor. It's looking pretty good right there to me. So what I'm gonna do is just go through and fully tighten all the hardware. On these up here, you could use, an impact. Just be careful. You don't want to over tighten them. You could use a ratchet as well. Down here, you're probably gonna have to use a wrench and then just a Phillips head screwdriver. And I just like to get them snugged up to where they're gonna hold good on the cage. You don't wanna over tighten them because it'll wanna push the rubber out in the grommet. Once you have all your hardware tightened up and your windshield's looking good, fitting good, That's all there is to it to install SuperATV's full glass windshield on this Polaris RZR 900. For more information on this glass windshield or any of SuperATV's great products, feel free to give us a call at 855-743-3427 or check us out online at superatv.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.